Welcome back to my YouTube channel, everyone, and get ready for another exciting and unbelievable journey into the world of extremely rare coins where little pieces of metal can turn into massive fortunes and change lives forever. And today's story is going to shock you because we are talking about a coin that looks so ordinary that anyone could mistake it for a useless penny lying on the ground. Yet this single coin, the 1974 D1 cent, has reached a mind-blowing value of $8 million at auction, leaving collectors stunned and creating an unstoppable rush among treasure hunters, coin collectors, and everyday people checking their pocket change hoping to find one. And you might be wondering how a simple penny minted in 1974 at the Denver Mint could possibly be worth millions when millions of pennies are minted every year. But the answer lies in a rare and mysterious combination of minting errors, experimental metal composition, and stunning production anomalies that accidentally created one of the most valuable and legendary coins in modern American numismatic history, a coin so rare that its existence was not even publicly confirmed until years after it left the mint under circumstances still debated by experts, historians, and collectors. And what makes this story unforgettable is that the 1974 D penny has a deep historical background, because during the early 1970s, the United States Mint was facing rising copper prices and searching for cheaper materials to produce pennies, since using pure copper had become extremely expensive and unsustainable. So the mint began a series of experiments to find an alternative metal, testing aluminum, bronze variations, and other mixed alloys, and during this experimental phase a small number of prototype pennies were struck in different compositions and at different mint locations including Denver. And although most of these experimental coins were never meant to reach the public, a few mysteriously slipped into circulation, and one of these rare escape coins turned out to be the now famous 1974 D1 cent that sold for $8 million. And the shocking part is that many experts believe fewer than a handful of these prototype error coins still exist today, making them incredibly valuable because the lower the number of surviving examples, the higher the bidding war becomes among wealthy collectors who are willing to pay anything for ownership of a coin that no one else can get. And one of the key reasons behind the extraordinary value of this coin is that it was accidentally struck on a unique aluminum planchet rather than the standard copper composition used for regular circulating pennies, resulting in a coin that is much lighter in weight, has a distinctive metallic shine, and produces a completely different sound when dropped. And this dramatic change in material alone is enough to make it a priceless rarity. But the story gets even more intense because this particular example also features remarkable striking irregularities, including visible doubling on the date 1974 and the phrase "I in God we trust," a highly desirable double die error caused by misalignment during die production, which collectors consider one of the most sought-after features in numismatics. And the combination of a wrong metal planchet with a double die strike instantly transforms this coin into a 1 in a billion treasure. And what adds to its mystery is the ongoing debate about whether the coin's release into circulation was intentional, accidental, or the result of a mint employee secretly removing it before the experimental coins were ordered to be destroyed, since official government statements claim that all 1974 aluminum pennies were supposed to be confiscated and melted, but clearly not all were recovered. And that makes surviving examples not just rare, but historically controversial, increasing their collectible value dramatically. And once the first confirmed specimen surfaced in a private collection and was authenticated through advanced scientific testing, collectors around the world realized that the legendary rumors were true, and a fierce bidding war erupted, ending with a record-setting sale price of $8 million, which stunned the numismatic community and instantly turned this tiny coin into a global sensation, proving once again that rare mint errors are incredibly powerful pieces of history capable of achieving values no one would ever imagine. And since that historic sale, treasure hunters everywhere have begun searching their old coin jars, inherited collections, roll hunts from banks and estate auctions hoping to discover another surviving example, because experts believe there might still be a few hidden out there waiting to be found. And if even one more coin appears in high grade and good condition, it could easily bring millions, or even more due to increasing collector demand and the growing fascination with rare U.S. Mint experimental pieces. And in addition to the wrong metal composition and double die strike, some rare examples also show minor off-center striking, rim thickness variation and die cracks near link and shoulder, features that collectors adore because they reflect extreme rarity and dramatic visual characteristics that are easy to authenticate and hard to duplicate, making the coin even more appealing to museums and wealthy private collectors. And developing technology such as microscopic evaluation, metal scanning, and high-resolution grading methods have contributed to confirming these coins as genuine, which is another reason why the value keeps rising, because authentically proven rare errors are considered safe and secure investments that continue appreciating over time. And the fascinating part is that even after decades of research, the U.S. Mint still has incomplete records regarding how many experimental aluminum pennies were struck at each mint, creating further mystery, speculation, and excitement. And when uncertainty exists in the world of rare collectibles, prices tend to skyrocket because the unknown makes the item even more desirable. And like many legendary rare coins such as the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double die penny, the 1974D aluminum prototype with multiple striking errors has secured a permanent place in history as one of the most valuable pennies ever created. And its growing popularity continues inspiring collectors worldwide because the idea that a 1-cent coin could be worth more than luxury houses, exotic cars, and lifetime financial security is something that never fails to amaze people. And this is why everyday individuals now examine their coins more carefully than ever before, knowing that the next life-changing discovery could be waiting in a simple cup holder, a drawer, a forgotten wallet, or a dusty attic box. And imagine the thrill of finding a coin you once believed worthless and learning that it is worth more than $8 million. Capable of transforming your entire future in a single moment, paying off debts, buying a dream home, and providing for family for generations. And that dream drives collectors forward, and the excitement keeps growing as more valuable coins are discovered around the world, proving that hidden treasures still exist, waiting to be uncovered. So keep searching, keep learning, and never underestimate a penny, because the legendary 1974 D1 cent worth $8 million is the perfect reminder that sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest surprises. And who knows, maybe one day you will be the lucky person holding history, rarity, and fortune all in the palm of your hand. Next, 2005 1-cent USA coin. Everyone, and get ready for another mind-blowing journey into the thrilling world of rare coins, where ordinary-looking pennies turn into multi-million-dollar treasures. And today's unbelievable story will leave you stunned, because we are talking about the extremely rare and mysterious 2005 1-cent coin that has reached an astonishing value of $3 million due to its extraordinary minting errors, rare production mistakes, and incredibly limited surviving examples that have transformed it from a simple copper-colored penny into one of the most sought-after modern collectible coins in U.S. numismatic history. And what makes this story truly fascinating is that to most people the 2005 penny looks completely normal at a quick glance, with the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse. Yet behind its ordinary appearance lies a unique and rare combination of errors that turned it into a legendary treasure. And as we uncover those secrets, you will understand why collectors around the world are desperately searching through coin rolls, pocket change, and old jars hoping to find this life-changing fortune. Because imagine holding a coin worth $3 million without even realizing it until someone tells you. And that exact scenario has happened with some of the rarest error coins in history. And many believe that more examples of the rare 2005 penny might still be hiding in circulation, waiting to be discovered by someone who is paying attention. And the story begins at the United States Mint during the year 2005. a year of extremely high coin production volume, which usually means that catching mistakes becomes more difficult, allowing rare mint errors to escape into circulation undetected. And one of the main reasons this coin reached such a massive valuation is because it was struck on the wrong metal planchet, meaning instead of being minted on the standard zinc planchet, coated with copper that modern pennies use, this special error coin was accidentally struck on a leftover bronze planchet intended for earlier years, or possibly a foreign coin test sample, creating a dramatic metallurgical difference that changes everything from the weight to the sound to the surface texture. And this alone makes it extremely rare, but the value skyrockets even more because the same coin also features a major double die obverse error where the lettering such as "I in God we trust," "Liberty," and the date 2005 appears slightly doubled under magnification due to misalignment during the die creation process, and double die errors are among the most in-demand collectible features because they are visually striking, scientifically verifiable, and nearly impossible to replicate, making them some of the biggest price drivers in rare coin auctions. And when you combine a double die error with a wrong metal planchet, you get what collectors call a multi-error masterpiece, which is exactly what the 2005 penny worth $3 million represents. And this incredible mistake is believed to have happened when leftover bronze planchets were accidentally mixed into batches of zinc planchets at the mint, and because no one noticed the error, a very small number of these coins went through the striking machines and were released into circulation before mint inspectors realized something was wrong. And since the mint does not keep detailed logs of accidental error escapes like this, no one knows how many of these error coins actually exist, but coin experts estimate that fewer than 10 authentic specimens might still be out there, and the uncertainty around how many exist drives the value up even more, because the more mysterious a rare coin is, the more collectors are willing to pay to own it. And the auction that revealed the first verified example shocked the numismatic world because when the bidding began, collectors fought fiercely, raising the price higher and higher until the final hammer strike declared a staggering $3 million winning bid, leaving the entire audience speechless, proving once again that rare pennies can be worth far more than gold, platinum, or diamonds when the perfect combination of rarity, error type, and historical importance collide. And once news of this sale broke, coin collectors around the world began searching every penny they could find, because history has shown that valuable errors often surface unexpectedly in the hands of ordinary people who discover them by accident while sorting coins or spending pocket change. And another reason this coin is incredibly valuable is its near-perfect condition, because not only is it rare, it is also preserved in an exceptionally high grade, and in the coin world condition is everything since scratches, wear, or damage can reduce value dramatically. But this particular specimen was found in pristine condition, meaning it was likely never heavily circulated and may have been stored unknowingly in a jar or collection since it first left the mint. And some versions of this error coin also include striking abnormalities, like off-center stamping where Lincoln's portrait appears slightly shifted and rim details are missing on one side, which collectors love because dramatic visual errors make coins extremely desirable, and other subtle anomalies like die cracks, thick rims, misaligned dies, and uneven copper coating appear in some discovered examples, and each unique imperfection increases value even more because no two are exactly alike, and rarity plus uniqueness equals massive auction power, and numismatic experts confirm authenticity through advanced testing including metal composition analysis, microscopic inspection, and weight comparison, since the bronze planchet version of the 2005 penny weighs noticeably more than the standard zinc penny. And collectors know that wrong metal planchet errors are among the rarest and most valuable mistakes in mint history, similar to the legendary 1943 copper penny and 1974 aluminum penny which sold for record-breaking amounts, proving that modern pennies can also reach legendary status. And another factor increasing the hype is that many collectors believe transitional errors like this will become even more valuable as time passes, because modern minting technology continues to improve, making dramatic errors far less likely now than they were decades ago, meaning existing examples are becoming even more special and unlikely to ever appear again, and coin experts confidently predict that if another high-grade example of this 2005 Bronze-era penny surfaced today, it could easily surpass previous records and sell for even more than $3 million, because collector demand has grown massively in recent years, as more people realize that modern-era coins are hidden treasures that can appear anywhere. And this ongoing mystery fuels excitement, motivating people to check every penny search. Penny rolls from banks, inspect inherited coin collections, and examine pocket change with magnifying glasses, hoping to find what might become the next multi-million-dollar coin. Because imagine discovering a penny that could pay for luxury cars, a dream house, college education, travel around the world, and financial security for life. And that is the magic of rare coin collecting, where tiny pieces of metal become gateways to enormous fortune. And this coin's continuing popularity proves that the treasure hunt is far from over. So keep searching, keep learning, and never ignore a penny, because the 2005 1 cent worth $3 million is living proof that the smallest coin can hold the biggest surprise. And who knows, maybe the next person to find one will be you, holding not just a penny, but the key to a life-changing opportunity hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered. Last 1979 1 cent USA coin. Everyone, and get ready for another exciting and unbelievable journey into the world of rare coins, where something as small and ordinary as a penny can hold shocking hidden value beyond imagination. And today's story will leave you stunned, because we are talking about the 1979 1 cent coin that has been valued at an astonishing $2 million due to its extraordinary minting errors, rare production mistakes, and incredibly unique characteristics that make it one of the most sought-after collectible coins in modern numismatic history. And what makes this story truly fascinating is that thousands of people have handled pennies from 1979 without ever realizing that among them exists a mysterious and rare version worth more than luxury cars, dream homes, and entire life savings combined. And that is exactly what makes collecting rare coins so thrilling, because incredible treasures can be hiding in plain sight, waiting to be discovered by someone paying attention. And today we are diving deep into what makes the rare 1979 penny so valuable, the special minting mistakes that turned it into a multi-million-dollar treasure, and why collectors around the world are frantically searching through their change hoping to find one. And it all begins at the United States Mint in 1979, a year when coin production was extremely high, as millions of pennies were struck for circulation. And whenever production increases rapidly, the chances of mistakes slipping through grow dramatically. And during the late 1970s, the Mint was transitioning its die equipment and improving the technology used to create coins, which often resulted in unexpected alignment issues, metal inconsistencies, and striking pressure problems that could produce rare and valuable errors. And one such accidental masterpiece was the 1979 penny that sold for $2 million. A coin unlike any normal penny, because it was struck with multiple severe production errors combined in one single specimen, making it a 1 in a billion rarity that collectors dream about. And what makes this coin so special is that it was mistakenly struck on the wrong planchet, meaning instead of using a copper planchet intended for standard pennies, the coin was struck on a foreign alloy planchet possibly intended for another denomination or another country's currency, resulting in a noticeably lighter or heavier weight depending on the metal used. And this wrong planchet mistake is extremely rare, because mint quality control almost never allows such dramatic material errors to escape, and yet a few manage to enter circulation unnoticed. And that is just the beginning, because the same coin also features a dramatic double die obverse error where the date 1979 and the words Liberty and I in God We Trust appear clearly doubled under magnification due to a misalignment during the die creation process. And double die errors are some of the most desirable collectible features because they occur only in limited production runs and are impossible to replicate once the dies are corrected. And when such an error appears on a coin already struck on the wrong metal, the rarity multiplies beyond imagination, and collectors go wild for combinations of errors because they represent unique accidents never meant to exist. And in addition to the double die feature, some examples display off-center striking where Lincoln's portrait is shifted to one side, leaving part of the rim missing and creating a visually dramatic effect that collectors adore because it makes the error instantly noticeable without needing magnification. And this kind of striking misalignment can significantly raise the value, especially when combined with other errors, because it confirms that the coin was part of a faulty production moment at the mint rather than a normal circulation coin. And as if that were not enough, some 1979 multimillion-dollar examples also show die cracks, rim distortions, and unusual planchet surface textures that reveal intense striking pressure inconsistencies. And these features prove that the coin experienced severe mechanical malfunction during creation, transforming it into a true mint-era masterpiece. And what makes this coin even more valuable is its rarity, because experts believe that fewer than 3 high-grade examples of this exact error combination exist. And scarcity is the most powerful driver of numismatic value, since collectors compete fiercely to own something that almost no one else in the world can have. And when collectors fight, the bidding war becomes intense, and that is exactly what happened when the first authenticated specimen went to auction, shocking everyone when the final bid reached an unbelievable $2 million, leaving the room silent and proving once again that rare pennies can be worth far more than gold, diamonds, or real estate when the right combination of rarity, condition, and error type align. And since that moment, the hunt has been on, with thousands of collectors and treasure seekers searching through pocket change, coin rolls from banks, inherited coin collections, old jars hidden in attics, and flea market finds, hoping to discover another example, because history shows that rare coins often appear unexpectedly in the hands of ordinary people who have no idea what they are holding until an expert evaluates it and reveals its true worth. And another key factor driving the impressive value of the 1979 million-dollar penny is its condition, because the most valuable example sold was in nearly perfect grade, meaning it was preserved extremely well, showing no major scratches or circulation wear. And when rare errors appear in high grade, value multiplies dramatically because serious collectors demand the best condition possible. And that is why the difference between a worn error coin and a pristine error coin can be millions of dollars. And numismatic experts authenticated the coin using advanced testing such as weight measurement, microscopic inspection, high-resolution grading, and metal composition analysis, confirming that the coin was not altered or damaged after production, but truly created by the mint in this extraordinary error form. And authentication is essential because when a coin is both genuine and historically rare, it becomes a secure investment that continues to grow in value over time as collector competition increases. And another exciting aspect is that modern minting processes have significantly reduced the chances of dramatic production errors, meaning rare error coins from past decades are becoming even more valuable because they represent mistakes that will never be repeated. And collectors around the world predict that if another perfect example of this 1979 multi-error penny appears in the future, it could easily sell for far more than $2 million, because demand grows every year for rare and unusual U.S. coins. And the story of this coin inspires people to check every penny carefully, because hidden treasures do exist, waiting to be uncovered by someone lucky enough to recognize them. And imagine holding a penny that looks worthless at first glance and discovering that it is worth millions, capable of transforming your life forever by paying off debts, buying homes, traveling, investing, and creating financial security for generations. And that dream pushes collectors to keep searching and never overlook even the smallest coin. And the lesson from the legendary 1979 one, set valued at $2 million, is simple: never underestimate a penny, because the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. And who knows, maybe the next multi-million-dollar discovery is sitting right now in someone's pocket, waiting to be found. So keep searching. Stay curious and always check your change because the world of rare coins is full of miracles, and the next life-changing treasure could be in your hands.